Happy fucking New Year. Let's do this. New comic book day, baby.
What is up, Defects? It is your boy, Matt Forge, and we are back 2021 with another episode of the New Comic Book Day show. And you know what we do here. This is where we take the New Comic Book Day pull list from comicbookinvest.com by the author Chris Nelms, and we break it down Defect style. Before we get into it, say what up to my boys here. We got the Butcher 105.
What is going on, Defects? We got a lot going on this week. Can't wait to dive into it. Guy, say what's up.
What is up, Defects? Look at this. I got my buddies here with my buddy bars. Let's take a bite out of this show. Come on. Let's do it.
I like it. I like it. Before we get started, guys, like we always say, if you get that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you're reading. Tell us what what was great this week, what you didn't like, what you did like. And of course, share the video, share the channel if you can. So without further ado, let's get into the books.
We're going to start it off this week with some first appearances from DC. Dark Knight's Death Metal #7. You got a cameo, Yara Flor. You got a 1 in 25 Mankey in there and a 1 in 100 Capullo black and white too. What do you guys think about this, Jay?
So, Yara Flor, this is supposedly her first cameo. New leader of the Amazons. Guys, I said it a million times, haven't been reading Death Metal. It's a cameo. The weird thing is the cameo comes out the same day as the first appearance. So, it's kind of on that line. Matt, what do you got?
I don't know. I got nothing to say about the book. Some cool covers. I like the 1 in 100 by Capullo. I like the Mankey. So keep it moving, baby.
I was just taking a sip, boys, because I was so bored by that shit. Next up, we got Superman from DC, obviously. Future State Superman of Metropolis #1. You got a first appearance of, I don't know, Brain Cells, Honest Mary, Dishonest Mary. Who the fuck cares, Mary? I don't even want to talk about this, so we're going to move on to the next book. You have, this is pretty cool, guys, from DC. And the only reason why it's cool because you have 10,000 first appearances in this. Future State Swamp Thing #1. It's first appearance of Swamp Thing Supreme, Undying Man, Obsidian Sun, Indigo, Vrook, what the fuck, Kala, Heather, Bogun. I mean, can you throw another person in here? Just make up a name, and I'm sure they're going to appear in this book.
Yeah, guys. Usually we don't put up just like regular cover Bs and Cs and stuff like that, but we threw up this Ivanov cover because it looks like maybe some of the first appearances are on the cover here. So, if you're speccing any of these characters or you just want their first appearance, you may want to grab that variant. But besides that, it's a lot of first appearances, but it doesn't interest me.
Besides that, Ivana, forget about it. How about that?
Me too, man. It looks like Groot's step cousins from the trailer park.
Oh my god!
Here we go.
Flip it up, DC Future States. The next Batman #1, new Batman. You got a team appearance of Magistrate and Arkham Knights. What do you think, guys?
This I like. Tim Fox is the new Batman. This one I'm feeling, guys. This is going to be a read for me and definitely a pickup for me. If you were fortunate enough to get that Batman 313, kudos to you. But this title I'm most excited about for Future State.
Yeah, so Batman 313, like the Butcher was saying, that's first appearance of Tim Fox. That thing has gone bananas. I'm digging this cover. Obviously, you could tell that we're not too much into Future State, so we'll talk about it after we pass all the Future State books, which is coming up soon. So,
speaking of Future State Wonder Woman #1, here's your full appearance of Yara Flor, and I don't know what the hell this name is, Capara, but yeah, What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm digging the cover. This is probably not another one that I'm not going to read. We figured we'd just talk about all the Future State books at the end. I'm not sold on Future State just yet. I want to read the Batman, but besides that, I don't really know what they're doing. Are they looking to see how people react to these characters before they decide which ones they're going to actually utilize in the future? Are they going to test the waters a little bit? That's what it kind of feels like. I don't know, Jay. What do you think there? What do you think about the whole Future State and all these books that we saw this week?
Oh man, I don't know. So the Future State, we'll see. Like I said, I'm excited for the Batman. That's about it. DC with another reboot, it looks like. So we'll see. I'm tired of Wonder Woman. I'm tired of that trash movie. They had to change something up with her. So this looks like, Wonder Woman with a little spiced up with a little cayenne pepper.
I'll tell you this much, boys. I'm down with the thickness. I mean, she's thick.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, they did a good job with this cover. But we'll jump to the next. That being said, next up, you got from Marvel, Return of the Valkyries, #1. You got team appearance, unidentified Valkyrie. I don't know what that means. You got 1 in 10. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think the unidentified Valkyrie is gonna be Jane Foster.
Yeah,
I think so.
Is that 1 in 10 Delulus?
That's gonna be all of them, but those are pretty nice. I like the hidden gem is pretty dope.
Yeah, you got a hidden gem, and you got the 1 in 100 art germ, and then you got my boy Scotty Young making an appearance on our list.
Guy.
Yeah,
I snuck that in for you.
Snuck it in there.
You got to do that when he runs up some shit on here. Scotty Young making an appearance on the Defects. Maybe we'll get him on the show.
There you go.
You never know. You never know. So yeah, I like the 1 in 100, the art germ, but I'm almost feeling like cover A is pretty nice too. Not for nothing. Guys, we've talked about this week after week. The King in Black tie-ins, usually when they don't put too much stock in, I think this is one of those series that at least the story's going to be good, and it could have some significance going forward. I think we talked about this in our King in Black breakdown video. Jay and I both believe that they're going to reboot Sentry in this series and possibly bring him back into King in Black. I don't know, but I think, if you read the King in Black, the last issue, Valkyrie, or who is that? That's Valkyrie or Jane Foster? I don't even know I can't remember, but hints at something about Sentry's soul. And cover, the second issue of this has him on the cover again, like his essence. So I think this is going to be an important series, possibly tie back into King of Black, like the ending could have like a significant part of it. And so I'm definitely grabbing this one. Jay, what do you think?
That hidden gem looks like she got like a midget head on her. Look at that thing.
I like the hidden gem. I think this is gonna.
You would, you sicko.
I like the midget head.
Oh God!
Nothing fatter than a midget's ass, though. But anyway, I think this is going to be a good storyline for a tie-in for King in Black, since the rest of them have been so-so. We like Matt said in issue #2, they're kind of bringing back the Sentry. We'll see if he comes back. I don't believe he is done. We haven't seen Thor yet. What's the next best thing? The Valkyrie. So we'll see where it goes.
Jay, I think, I hope you're with us for like 1,000 years, but your obituary is probably going to read, "I hope they serve beer in hell." So,
I mean,
have you ever seen a midget with a flat ass? It's never.
Exactly.
What's up next, boys?
Listen, we talk about it every week. They're going to throw some Star Wars books up there. I told you, put them under your pillow. You'll get money from the Star Wars fairy. Marvel's bringing out Star Wars High Republic #1. First full appearance of Avar Kriss. You got first Keeve Trennis. I mean, these are names that, they roll off your tongue so beautifully. 1 in 10, you got a Pascal Blanche and Gonzalo Kenny concept art, and then you got a 125 Sway. That's Sway from MTV, man.
You remember
He's doing comic books now?
He's doing books.
Shit. Good for him.
Yeah,
what do you think, Jay?
Star Wars is on, we say it week after week, guys, is on fire. This book has steam behind it right now. Lot of people grabbing all types of variants on this book. I'm definitely picking up as many covers as I could on this. Matt, what do you got? I know there's one in particular you're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm digging that 1 in 25, that sway cover. I like that. You know, they're rebooting. It's a new Star Wars story. So you know you're going to get some first appearances, probably even beyond what we saw here. The first like 5 issues, I think you got to grab them all, even if you're not reading it, because I think you're going to have some investment potential in there in the first 5 issues. And supposedly this is like the oldest, as far as canon order, this is going to be the oldest story, I believe. I hope I got that right. I read a little bit up on it earlier today, and I do believe this is going to be the oldest story in all of Star Wars canon. But like Jay said, there is a particular cover or set of covers that I'm really digging. You know, we always poo-poo store exclusives, but once in a while, there's one that really we almost have to grab. And guys,
Yahtzee.
that Paolo Villanella. Nelly? Paolo Villanelli. I told Jay I would say it because he couldn't say it, and obviously I can't say it either. Dude, from comicbookexclusives.com. This Clone Wars homage is ridiculous. This is the best cover out of... I mean, there's a ton of covers for this. Store exclusives, ratios, regular variant covers. This is by far the best one. Jay, Guy, what do you guys think about this?
How do you get better than that, man? You paid homage to a sick fucking cover. You put this up there. Look how dope this cover looks. Yep. I mean, there's nothing I can. I mean, when I saw this, I freaked out. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, they did such a good job with this. I love the look. I love the building. I love the fucking window. I love what's going outside the window. I mean, it's bonkers, bro.
We talk about it all the time, guys. First appearance, first cover appearance. That's huge. These books are already selling. This set's already selling for over $300 on eBay, guys. So if you were lucky enough to grab a set of these,
yeah, good for you.
Good for you.
Speaking of Star Wars.
But wait, there's more. Marvel Star Wars number 10. You got first appearance of Starlight Squadron, and you got the 1 in 25 Terry Dodson. That shows pretty much some of that Starlight Squadron, I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, cool covers. I mean, I haven't been reading the series yet. I've been following it, just kind of like checking out the highlights of it. I haven't really read it yet, but you know, I don't think we have to keep saying it. We know Star Wars is hot, so.
Moving right along, Defects. You know what comes next. The variants and some of the defect picks from the company that brought you Spawn. We have crossover number 3. You have cover A. You have a 1 in 10 Shaw, a 1 in 25 black and white Shaw, a 1 in 50 Ellipsis, a 1 in 100 McFarlane sketch. Obviously, McFarlane's involved. A sneaky secret variant. Todd McFarlane cover changes. That's it.
A lot of stuff going on with crossover. Donny Cates is killing it. I'm finally starting to get into the story, guys. I'm a big fan of those little hidden 1 in 8s, though, man. You got all old school Image Comics, Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, Cyberforce, Spawn. What else, Matt? You got Walking Dead. I think those are pretty cool, guys. So if you were a fan of any of those books back in the day, this is the one to get, the 1 in 8. I think myself, I'm going to pick up the her reading the Spawn book, man. That's pretty cool. But
you gotta do the Spawn. You gotta do the Spawn.
Yeah, I gotta do the Spawn, and maybe the Cyberforce. I like the Cyberforce back in the day. So yeah, it's Donny Cates. I'm picking it up.
So guys, I just started reading this, and it's actually really, really good. I wasn't going to read it at first, and actually Roger for 3 in the Basement made me read it because he said we were going to talk about it on his show, and then he never did. So screw you, Roger. So, but he made me read it, and it was actually really good. So I am definitely going to read number 3 right away. I'm loving these. You know, I like the kind of the plain covers here as well. That 1 in 50, I'm not feeling. McFarlane 100's cool, but I'm not paying anywhere near ratio for that. And then, like the guy said, these cool little secret variants by McFarlane. There is a 1 in 25 secret that's different from all of them. I'm not exactly sure what is different, but that's probably going to be the most sought after one because it out of all these this style, it is the least printed. Everything else is a 1 in 8. But I think, like the guy said, nostalgia plays a big part. So you have Cyberforce, Nowhere Men, Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, Spawn, which I think everybody's going to go after, and The Walking Dead, which a lot of people are going to go after. So ton of covers on this one. But beyond that, Donny Cates is killing this storyline. It's friggin' phenomenal. Get on it if you're not reading it yet.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
I
don't want to break it down yet because I started breaking it down to Jay the other day and he said I gave him a headache. So,
well, that's possible.
It's a little. There's a lot of hidden Easter eggs in there. So it's interesting. It really makes you think.
Speaking of headaches, when Matt gets talking about the Eternals, so we're going to bring this up now too. Marvel Eternals Volume 5, number 1. Again, I'm just going to take a second to talk to you about, 26 regular price covers, a 1 in 15 Bartel, Okazaki. You got a Lee, you got a 1 in 25 Ramita, Junior, a Pelliter. How do you say that? Pelliter? Who the hell knows? 1 in 50 Momoko. Right. We got the Fofoko in there too. A Boss Logic, my dude, Boss Logic. 1 in 100 Hidden Gem, Free Zone. A Free Zone. 1 in 150 blank cover. The fuck? And then you know what? Why not? A 1 in 500 Campbell Virgin, a premiere, and a launch sketch. I mean, what is the point of all of these covers, guys?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't even throw the 1 in 150 up there because it was just blank, so I didn't even put it up.
Come on, why would you have a blank cover and 1 in 150? What? What? What are we thinking, people?
Guys, I cannot wait to read this series. Kieran Gillen, right? Gillen, is that how you say it, Jay? Kieran Gillen. I am interested in how he's going to take this series. Actually, so interested that Jay and I are probably going to do reviews on all the issues that come out if it turns out to be good. So I'm, all these ratio covers, nothing. I got nothing on any of these. I don't think, if you like the cover, great. For me, there's none of these ratio variants that scream out to me. I'm more interested in the story. And I think, at least for issue 1, if we're just talking about investment purposes, I don't think issue 1 is going to be anything crazy. Maybe as the story goes on, but I think you're taking a big chance if you pay anywhere near ratio for any of these high ratio covers. They may get hot for a little bit, but I think they're going to die back down. So if you want one, you could probably grab it later on. Like Donny Cates Thor, he had a lot of these. He had a 10, a 25, a 50, a 100, a 200, 500. And after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks out of the release, you could have bought the 500 for like $100, $80. So I think that's going to be a similar scenario here, but that's just my guess. Jay.
I'm loving that Kirby Hidden Gem, man. I think you pay homage to Kirby in that, but for a 1 in 100, definitely not going to do it. I'll tell you what I am going to do, though, is grab the cover A for cover price and read what I believe is going to be a damn good story. And I think this is going to be pivotal in Marvel, guys. I think this Eternals run is going to lead to big things. I'm hoping it is. I could be totally wrong, but I can't wait to dive into this and review it and get into it.
Marvel bringing up Thor Volume 6, number 11. You got a cover A, and then you got a 1 in 25 Nick Klein.
I'm excited for Thor, guys. Thor is going to battle Dr. Donald Blake. I can't wait to see how this wraps up. We're all awaiting him to come save the world in King in Black. He's on his way. They show him on covers. So I'm excited to see where this storyline goes. Thor started off super hot. It fizzled out a little bit, but now it's right back to where it was. So definitely, this is on my pull list. Definitely grabbing this.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is a read. If you guys aren't on Thor, get on it. This is going to tie right into King in Black. You think this is the end of this arc, this mini arc, or you think it's going to keep going, Jay?
I think it's going to be one more issue.
One more issue. That's what I was thinking. But I think Donald Blake he's got something for Thor right now. He changed, man. If you guys aren't reading this, Donald Blake is a force at this point. So I think after this issue, you're going to see Thor and King in Black. You're going to start to see him. But yeah, and I'm liking both covers. Both covers are nice, and the 1 in 25 might be something that I would invest in, just because this issue hasn't had a key in a while. It may be time for it. Maybe time 11 or 12 might be the time that something happens again that you want to grab. So I'm not guaranteeing, but you never know.
You're just saying that 1 in 25 makes you a little al dente, huh?
Yeah, a little 6 to midnight action.
Little al dente action. Switch it up. The defects are getting excited about this next one, boys and girls. Venom, Volume 4, number 32. Jay's getting excited. Jay's happy about this. Cover A, and then you got a 1 in 100 Stegman. I'm digging the Stegman, boys.
Yeah, Jay, I'll let you take this one.
All right, guys. Eddie met his maker. I'm excited to read this. It looks like him and Rex Strickland on the cover are going to be battling. I'm guessing in the depths of hell, because he ain't around Earth no more. Definitely grabbing cover A. I don't know about the 1 in 100 here, guys. Investment wise, I wouldn't grab it. Venom is hot. Stores are getting 100 copies of this book, but I don't see anything of significance happening in this issue. I could be wrong, but as cool as Stegman did Spider-Man, I'm going to have to take a hard pass on the 1 in 100.
Yeah, same as Jay on this. Can't wait to read it. If you didn't see our breakdown of King in Black 2, we talk about Venom a little bit. I don't think Venom gets important again until at least 33, and then definitely 34. Not going to get into it. If you want to go watch it, it's back on the channel. Go through the videos. There's a playlist at the end of this video that'll show it. But I can't wait to hear. I just can't wait to read the end of this whole arc between Venom and King of Black. So I'm pumped to read this one.
Rounding out the list, Symbiote Spider-Man. We got the King in Black, obviously, that tie-in, number 3 from Marvel. This is cover A. I know Maddie wants to talk about this one.
Guys, obviously you're noticing a trend, right? There's a lot of King in Black tie-ins. There's a lot of talk about Venom. We're into it right now, so of course we're going to talk about it. When this is over in about 2 months, a month and a half, we're going to be on to something new. So don't worry. If you're tired of hearing it, stick around, because we got more to say. But in particular, this one, I threw it up there because Symbiote Spider-Man, I believe, has been pretty important to the story arc so far. In the last issue, there was talk about the Black Knight's Ebony Blade being able to possibly defeat Null. And that thing was stolen. Okay, so that was an important part that a lot of people, I think, glossed over. The reason we're putting this one up there is because on the cover is Spectrum. Okay, and I want to give a big shout out to our boy Chad Crow, big supporter of the channel, good friend of ours. He's been calling for over 6 months now that Monica Rambeau will be Spectrum in the MCU. Okay, so there's been a little bit of evidence mounting up to this point. There's been some toys with Spectrum, and now you're seeing her reintroduced front and center on a title that a lot of people are going to be grabbing. And obviously she's going to be in the issue. I think this is just another piece of evidence that this character could be the one that takes, that Monica Rambeau does turn into in the MCU. I think that's where it's going. That's the reason we threw this book up there. Jay, what do you think? Are we making sense on this one?
Absolutely. Marvel likes to put their characters out before they put them on the big screen, or in her case, on a TV show. They're building her up, guys. I could see her playing a pretty big role in this. Grab those Mighty Avengers number 1s. You could still find those guys. Big book to get. If you can't grab the first appearance, you could grab the next best thing. Her is Spectrum. Mighty Avengers #1. There's a ton of different variants for that, and you could definitely still find that out in the wild. So I'm excited for this book. I want to see what she does and what her role is in this tie-in. So super excited, and super excited to see Monica Rambeau coming into the MCU.
All right, guys, and last up, as we always do, Chris Nelms shares his pick of the week with us. So we're going to show it on the screen. I'm going to read the little blurb from Chris. This guy's been on fire, guys. All right, so you definitely want to listen to him when he says something. Chris's pick this week will be Iron Man 5, Frank Cho, 1 in 25. It has been a while since Cho has done an incentive variant, and I really like the color and the unfinished feel to it. This is all Chris's words. You can always tell a Cho cover, but he accomplishes a classic feel with this one. Already selling for above ratio, and how many stores are going to order 25 copies of Iron Man this week with the High Republic and Eternals coming out? Smart guy, Jay?
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget about the future state as well. People are going to be gobbling those books up too. So Chris always gets it, man. He's a smart collector, and it is a beautiful cover. We got a lot of fat asses on this week's pull list. So take a look at that, Badunkadunk, guys.
I was going to say, speaking of gobbling up, oof.
Oh, God.
Looking good, looking good.
Looking fresh. So, yeah, that's Chris's pick. Chris Nelms, great author over at CBSI. Go check him out over there. Check out his articles. He writes a bunch of great stuff. Chris, thanks for sharing your pick with us.
All right, Defects, that about wraps it up. Thank you all for coming by. As always, we appreciate all of you. Just wanted to take a second to do some homework over here and tell you all about the giveaway the Defects are doing. We hit 1,500. Like we said, we appreciate all of you. We're doing a huge giveaway on our channel. We're going to do a live show. Yeah, Matt's showing you how big it is right now. Jay is just smiling because he knows it's big. So, yeah, just show him how big, Jay. Nah, a little bit bigger. Yeah. We just want to let you know, obviously, the video is live on our channel. Go check it out. It'll show you how to enter. You got to put hashtag Pressable Defects on the video. Follow the directions. Get in there. You got to be in it to win it. And show up to the live show so you can see who wins. As always, our friends of the channel are in the description below also. So check those guys out. There's a lot of good content on there, guys. If you're not watching TV, there's nothing good on TV. Mandalorian is over. So you know what? Watch some YouTube channels. Jay, what do you got for us?
Guys, tomorrow, big show. We got the writer and creator of Shit Show from Scout Comics coming on, Adam Barnhart. Can't wait. Super excited. Guys, pick it up. It's a great read. We are so appreciative to hit 1,500. We exceeded that. We couldn't thank you people enough. Super excited to let the channel grow in 2021. Couldn't do it with two better guys. And we'll catch you next week on New Comic Book Day.
And guys, 2021, the first New Comic Book Day show. We're looking forward to doing more of these with you guys. So I'm going to put a link to Chris Nelms' article in the description of this video. That'll be in there as always. And along with that, we're going to have a link to the CBSI main website because there's a ton of good stuff there as well. Also in the description, we're going to have our partners of the channel, discount codes. We have a pressing service. We got Express comic book pressing, and we got Mutant Beaver Comics. That's an online comic shop. So there's discount codes in the description. So you guys definitely want to check that out. And I think that about wraps it up. So like we said, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you go enter the giveaway, comment, share the channel, and we'll catch you next week for another episode. See you, boys and girls.